What's up, everyone at YouTube? Here we have a 2000 Porsche Boxster 986 convertible top not working. And I have my student, my son, right here. That is the one that figured it out. And he's going to walk you guys through the steps, and we will have a video of the work actually being done. So we already did the work. We tested it. Everything works. Everything functions. From it not working and being broken to everything being reconnected and working. And there goes the genius right there that got it done. So he's going to show you guys how to do this. So where do you want to start?
We'll go on this side. So you want to come on this side. The hardest part is getting this bolt loose. It's going to be super easy for me because I already did it. Best way I would recommend doing it is taking off this top piece, the shell, the clamp. To do that, you're going to have a size number 10 right here. And 1, 2 clips that just easy. You get a screwdriver, pull this tab up, and then the whole thing will just come undone. Just like that. You can do that to both of them. Recommend 2 people each side. It makes it a lot easier to get both of them off. And then once you get this off, would recommend taking this number 10 off right here.
Hold on. Okay, there. Go on ahead and show that number 10 again.
Go on that size number 10. Go ahead and take this off. And I take that one off instead of the guy down here just because I don't want to deal with all that. I think it looks a little complicated and hard. Then we pop this guy out. So
the one he says do not take off is that T30 down there, or Allen wrench.
Yeah, I think it's an Allen.
It's an Allen wrench, so he rather leave wrench alone.
Yeah. And then this guy, it'll just pop off from in here and then on top as well. So, once we get that.
Hold on, bring that part back. Show them again.
Yeah.
Place it where it goes, because I was kind of the camera was going crazy on me.
And when this one goes in here, always make sure this one's going to be in your top hole as well when you go to reconnect.
Okay, so that nipple goes from the outside in.
Yep, that way like that.
Right, so it goes this way like that, yeah.
And they're like this.
Okay.
And then you can use a size 3/4 or also a size 19. Either size fits for this middle piece. Best way I would recommend is, because yours is going to be loose, because yours is going to be broken, and the plastic gear on the inside is the most common failure point on these, and they fail so that they don't actually destroy the motor, and they'd rather break a plastic piece instead of your motor. So then what we're going to do is, I got this piece, stuck it inside of here like this.
All right, so he's using an extension to put to add it to the end as a wedge tool.
Yeah.
Of a what is that? Of a rod? No, the part that's still on the
yeah. It's the connecting rod to this piece down here.
So that's a connecting rod to the motor. It goes on the motor. Now keep in mind that he did mention that that center bolt is a 3/4 size, 3/4 socket. Now the one that you have is gonna be spinning because it's broken inside. So it's not gonna be firm. You have to wedge it. Yeah. With something without breaking, of course, that water seal around the interior of your car.
And then since your guys isn't going to be hooked up, you can move. Oh, can you move ours freely?
It's not going to move on this side.
Sides. Yeah, so when you get both of these off, you can move it freely. And then you're then going to wedge. I have a 3/16 inch plate right here of metal. And I wedge that in at the top. You're going to move this out of the way. Put this in right here. And then this is going to be hitting your metal piece like that. I'll put a picture. Because I'll put a picture in there on how I did it, so that you guys can see. And then, where did I put the wrench? And then also, your guys is gonna be super, super tight, because it also has blue Loctite on the inside. They wanted to make sure this shit never came off. And then we'll just get this undone.
And where did you get the parts for it?
The plastic gear, you guys can either go onto Pelican Parts to sell a 2-piece. I recommend the plastic ones instead of metal, just because the metal ones, they won't fail and they'll actually fry your motor and your transmission. Or you guys can get the Pelican Parts one or the ones from Pelican Parts for $200, I believe. Or I'll also put a link in the description, and then we're going to find the ones that I use, which are actually 3D printed. And yes, they actually came out to work. So then once you get this taken off like this, be very careful. Take off your waterproof.
That's the water seal, the rear left quarter panel water seal right there. Yep. You got to be careful not to rip that.
And then once you guys take this clamshell off, you guys are actually able to extend this all the way out so you get in there much better. And then once we open this up, you can actually see there's only 3 bolts inside and 1 connector holding it in. You want to come check it out?
Okay. So inside we
got 1 bolt down over here. And I have 1 bolt right here. And then 1 bolt actually tucked away up in here. Probably need, they're going to be...
Let me see that again. So you have 1 bolt there. And then you have 1
over here.
Down there.
And then 1 tucked away up in here.
And you have 1 tucked away in the top.
It's going to be a size
So there's
number.
3 nuts that hold it. 3 nuts or 3 bolts that hold it.
Nuts, yeah.
And then once those come out, it has 1 electric connector. So be careful because, of course, your length is limited. So you have one plastic connector with some wires on it. You got to be careful. Don't yank on it. And then you're going to have a cable connector on the other end of it. And again, this is a 2000 Porsche Boxster 986 convertible top repair. So don't forget, we already did this. So we're just redoing it after seeing that it does work with a 3D printed part. And now we're sharing it with you guys because it was not easy for my boy right here to find the problem. You know, and there's not much out there to help find this problem. So we're getting straight to it. So he's gonna put in the description a link where you could buy the actual transmission or motor, whatever it's called.
Also, that plastic piece, if you guys can't take that bolt off, this one right here. So when this is on here like this, and if you guys cannot take that bolt off, if you guys wanted to, you guys could actually cut this plastic piece off and then just take it off of this, and then this piece in here, you would just have to how do you do it? It goes like this. If you wanted to, you could try to get like this, the waterproof part around these edges somehow, so that way you don't rip your waterproofing pieces, and you'd rather cut up this piece. And I'll leave a link in the description for this if you do decide to cut it. It's an upgraded part for a 997 Porsche, but it still fits the same on this one. So I'll leave that in there too if you guys can't take your bolts off and you guys opt to just cut it. And then
you got all 3 of them off?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I see they're not there right there.
Just pull out the whole thing like that.
So again, be careful on this part right here.
Yeah.
You are limited with the
connector.
with the length of the cables.
There's nothing special you need to press on it. It's just a simple pull-out cable. Pull that one out. Pull this, and then right here we do have this little tab.
You have to pry on that little square tab you see right there. You got to pry on the back side of it, which is this side right here. You got to pry this side very lightly Here, the clip remover's here. You gotta pry on it very lightly, and it will slide right out.
And just like that, we get this piece out. We'll deal with that piece later. We are gonna need to take that out. Actually, we'll take that out right now. Super simple. Over here on this side.
You need me over here?
Yeah. Right here, to take that cable out, we're gonna come right here, and it's just one little clip piece right here. You just pull this up, and then just remember we're gonna have this face part. This is gonna face this way, so we have this piece facing towards us. And then,
towards us, meaning towards the inside of the vehicle, not the back end of the vehicle. So this is the way it's gonna go.
Right here too, we also have this other spot that holds it in. It's kind of weird. You might want to look at the angle. It looks like a V. Can I just stick this in?
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah, put your screwdriver in there, kind of twist it open like this, and then you should be able to get your cable out. Just like that. And then be careful with this, it's connected to that, so just make sure you unclip everything and then pull this bad boy out. And then just be able to pull on it from this way, outwards this way.
And you're putting that cable out for what?
We're gonna need this. This is in order to actually align our top transmission, because I already moved it because I was working on it, as you can see. So when you put it back in, you're gonna have to line this line up with that line to make it even, to make sure you're always lined up and then you don't mess anything up.
Okay, so it is off alignment. So you have your two lines right there. You're gonna have to get that back into alignment. Is that before putting this cable in?
Yeah. So once we disassemble this and do all this and put the new part in and reassemble, then we'll align it and then put everything back in.
All right, are you gonna open that up for us?
Yeah, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 T25s. Let me go ahead and get that. We'll open it up right now.
All right, so here we go. He's gonna open up the little transmission right here. It's a T25, don't forget.
And then I decided to show you guys the driver's side just because it does have the connector, so it does make it a little more complicated, not by much though. Just so you guys can see how to do that stuff. I'm gonna set that down here. And then we get this monstrosity, this little piece. Take this piece off, and then we're gonna put that piece, if you want to show them right here, it goes in this way, down in this middle part right there.
Okay.
So we'll put that in there like that. This piece, you can take this piece out, and then if you notice, this side is notched, and we have the notch there, so we'll line this up later. And then most likely this gear, this plastic gear, mine is currently 3D printed right now. That's the one that breaks. I'll put a picture up on the screen so you guys can see what mine looked like before.
So that piece right there, that black wheel with the teeth on it, that's the piece that you 3D printed.
Yeah.
And that's the piece, obviously, that was broken when you opened this.
Yeah.
And it was visibly broken when you opened this.
Oh, it was smashed. It was hammered.
All right. So that's a part that you could order. The link will be in the description. I guess you have to order the whole part, or can you order just that wheel?
It's just the wheel. And this metal piece actually, right here with the splines, that one right there, that one won't come with your new one, so you will have to reuse that one with the gear that you get. I don't recommend the metal ones, like I said, because it'll mess everything else up, I feel. So then once we're here, you're gonna take this piece off, just like that. We're gonna have all of our gears right there, and then I'm actually gonna take it off a different way. So if you guys wanted to, everything would stay in place. Also, hold on, there's a little O-ring on, and usually that washer will get stuck right here. And so did my little connector clip. So your connector is gonna be right here too. So you're gonna have to take this guy out, set him down to the side, and then our washer is gonna stick right here. This washer belongs right there. So then we're gonna just take out this washer again. I just wanna show you guys. Then flip this thing over like that. And now we get all this. I already, as you guys can tell, everything's relubed. Take everything apart, clean it up real good, and then just relube everything that you guys have. This wheel.
What did you use for the lube?
I have, let me go get that real quick.
Yeah, show us the can.
For the lube or grease, I use white lithium grease, the PB Blaster one. I think it'll work just fine. People do also say that they use
Where'd you get it at?
Yeah, hold on. People also say they use Red and Tacky #2, and both of those are both found at AutoZone. They have it in the tube or the little tubs as well. So then once you guys get this cleaned up and all, this piece literally just comes up and like this. If you guys opt to do the 3D printed one, I would recommend heating up the middle part with a lighter, flipping it upside down and getting the flame inside the middle, so that when you press this in, you know it's getting real good inside, right?
Okay.
So once you guys get your old one out, re-greased, lubed up, and have your 3D part printed in like this, and it's ready to get reassembled, see this guy right here? He's got a little notch. You're going to want that notch kind of facing inwards because it has to line up right here with this guy right here. So yeah, that one's notched like that. So you're just going to want that guy to kind of line up the same. And if you get it mostly close enough, then it should line up when you put your top piece on. You're going to put that guy in. You're going to put this guy back in. Oh, no, actually, I'm going to put that guy in last. And then there's also a washer right here that usually gets stuck on the bottom. Just make sure you put that washer back right there. And then I would recommend when you guys take it apart and put it back together, I would recommend putting it back together like upside down. Like this, how I'm going to show you guys. So I'd recommend getting this piece. This is your top piece like this. Get this one flipped upside down. This piece with the little notches, you guys see those notches right there? Make sure they're going to be pointed upwards like this. Okay, so now we're going to flip this over, and now the gears, spline side facing like this, and just kind of get that on there. Just going to get all these on here. I think this is the easiest way to do it, that's why. And once they're all on there, then put this in there. This just slides in, and it'll go just like that. Now, I think it's easier if you guys grab this whole thing and kind of...
You have the washer right there.
Oh, yeah, we could also just grab this guy and put it over here instead. That way, like that. You're going to kind of hold this plastic piece in like this. And then you're trying to... If it doesn't fit, you're going to want to twist it because these teeth right here do need to catch onto here. So once they catch, it should literally just slide right in. And then we also want to make sure this piece is in between this section. And this piece will be... Where will it end up? Let's see. Like that. When I got the teeth locked, this is over here, but you see how this piece is on this plastic piece? So then you just want to like twist it all around and just find like a different spot and try to get it in. So like right there, we'll have this piece lined up there and this piece in that section. So we know we're good. We are going to get the piece in there. Just like that. And now we've got these teeth to line up in here. And the reason that you want these to get locked in right here is because if you don't, then this piece will actually get locked in over here and end up hitting this piece, which of course was not what we don't want.
So hold on, let's take a good look at it right there.
And then also
point it where, okay, show where you want them to line it up again.
1 second. We do need to move it a bit because you see how this is notched? See how it's fatter up here and it gets thinner down here?
Yeah.
We want that piece to actually be over here because
Which
that's
piece?
how this notch piece. So that skinnier piece, we need it over here because that's how the sensor knows when it's at the top. Oh, actually, that's fine. Because now it'll go the other way and it knows to stop over here.
Did she move it?
Oh, it won't move right now. Actually, I could move it like this though. I'm gonna take the whole thing out. And then if you actually look at it like this, you could then twist this and it moves everything if you wanted to. So let's say we line it up right here. So we had it like this lined up, so the here and here, big gap there. Line it up here, and then we could just spin this gear over here to get them over here. So just like that, the way we need it.
Okay.
And then get this in here, put this right there, line up the teeth, everything fits in, and then flip it upside down. just like that. Now we have the notch piece facing this whole way. We can put our connector piece back in, get our washer, put that right there. Grab this piece. It doesn't matter if this piece is lined.
Can you move it?
No, you can't move it. It'll move as far as this piece.
Yeah, but just so we can see.
Yeah.
So what's different now from the one we just saw before you redid it?
The alignment will be different. So now see how the notch is down here? I believe the notch was closer over here. So now when we put this on here, don't forget, I know my notch is right there. It'll fit in all the way. But you see how now our slash, our marking is that way? And when we come over here to put this back on, you see how it is that way, right? Yeah. I actually see I'm off over here a little bit. But now you see how off these are? That's fine. We'll fix that as soon as we get this fixed. And then to change this,
So this is the process of the alignment. Unfortunately, this is what you have to go through to make sure you align it properly. It's not as easy as take it out, put it back together, and how it lands, it lands. So, like, really, you guys need to pay attention to the detail that's being shown to you right now. Because if you don't do it correctly, even though you could put it together, doesn't mean it's going to function correctly if your alignment is off. So this is the aligning process right here.
So yeah, so if you want to, you can take those gears out so that you can line this up first. And then these 3 holes will obviously fall into place. Take that out. Let me get this back in there right now. In there like that. Where's my wash? Washer right there. This piece back into its spot, grooved, good like that. Still have this there. Put this piece in. And now when we go to put this piece, we're also going to have these holes right here, and these holes are going to match up with these notches. So that's why you want the notches facing upwards. And then we're going to line that up with this. Notches line up. We have 1 in the hole, 2 and 3 in the hole, and we are good to bolt it back up.
Okay, and what about this line?
That line, we're going to fix it right now once we bolt it back up. And then with the cable we took out, yeah. The proper way to do it is with actually a drill and a cable.
Okay, so this right here, if you're off center with these right here, the way it is right now, do not panic. He's going to show you guys how to align this right here after it's bolted back down right here.
Trust me, you do not want to try and sit there and line it up by just your hands. You will not get it. I tried for so long thinking I had to, and then it's just as easy as using a drill in like 10 seconds.
Okay.
I promise you. So let me just tighten these up real quick.
All right, so we're back with the cable to align the transmission.
And you're also going to need a drill.
And you're going to need a drill. We use Milwaukee, as you see. Milwaukee all the way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the best tools I've used. I've had Snap-ons and other ones and Ryobis, but I stuck with Milwaukee.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys pay attention now, but this piece with the writing, this is the one that went into my transmission. For the other side, my writing goes into the motor part. I don't know if it matters or not, but I'm going to keep it the same way. So what you guys are going to want to do is you guys are going to want to get this piece and actually just put it back inside of here. It is a square, so you have to get it in there and kind of rotate it in order to get it in. And it should slide in just like that, no problem. I'm going to set this down right here. I'm going to get our drill.
You want me to hold that one end?
No, that's fine. Just like that.
Okay, so he connects. Yeah, I'm going to let you explain.
Yeah, so you're just going to connect this with the drill into there. And then I have it to right. You can have it right or left. It'll just move depending on this.
Okay,
so if you take a look at this. Oh.
So on one end, bro, how did you figure this out? Okay, so now he's going to pull that trigger on that drill.
And it's going to move it towards the line. You see how it's moving? You just sit here and just... Oh, yeah. Then. Careful, too, because it might pop it out. So you may have to sit here.
Yeah, make sure that stays in there. Of course, he's got his waist. Here, I'll hold this one.
Yeah, so just hold it in.
Hold on. It's coming out. So here, look. Okay, wedge it in there, and then put it like there. You go. Right there. And I can hold it right here. You see it moving?
And of course, if you get the lines closer, you just have to drill less. Doesn't really matter to me, because it still gets lined up either way. And that looks about lined up to me.
A little bit more.
Gosh, yes.
A little right there.
Yeah, that looks
That
good.
looks good.
So
That's perfect right there. So he connected the line to the transmission. He connected the other end to the drill, and he just hit it. And he lined it up.
So now that you guys have it here, you are all up and ready to put it back in the car. You guys can either disconnect it from here to get it easier to do that. But since you guys are going to take off, hopefully you guys take off the clamshell. I'm telling you, it makes it 100 times easier when you guys can pull this out, right? There's a little track on the inside part that the cable actually follows. You come on this side, you might be able to see it a little bit. Let me take this piece off.
So this top piece is the one that needs to come off, so you have easier access to what needs to be done to the car.
Actually, you don't have to. It only makes it easy so you're not wrenching like this. But there's actually this little piece right here that clips onto this, and it sits here like this.
Hold on, let me get a close-up of that. Let me zoom in on that real quick and focus it in there. Give me a second. A little too much. All right, so go ahead. It goes where?
Yeah, so this piece just clips on right here, just like that. And to take it off, you literally just pull it off, and it comes right out. And when you take that piece out, then you're able to move this. And as you guys could see, it's the little track that I was talking about.
Okay.
So let's get our motor back in there. Also, don't forget, you still have your connector, your electrical connector. So let's actually get this over here. And let's plug in our connector first.
So he has the cable already connected, the transmission already aligned. Showed you guys how to take care of that. Showed you guys how to take it apart, put it together, align it. Now he explained to you that there is a track where that cable is supposed to sit into. And now he is letting you know that there is an electrical connector. Do not forget to connect it, because it will not work if you forget to connect it.
And then that connector as well, if you guys want to make sure you guys connect it in right, there is...
Here, let me get in there. Let me zoom in right quick. Give me a chance.
You see like that little flop, or the little
Give me a chance. There we go.
So it looks like this. There we go, in this way like that.
Okay.
It should only go in one way.
Yeah, it's a one-way connector. You can't get it in there the wrong way. And there's only one hole, so you won't go in the wrong hole. And I'm trying to focus in on it, but of course you guys will see the connector back there. There's only one.
And it just connects right there on the side. Put these, line them back up with their bolt holes.
It will sit flush. It shouldn't be hard to put in. Once it finds its location, it'll pop right in. You know, just some all threads that are sticking out, aligned to where the mount plate has to go.
Yeah.
So while he tightens that up, I'll go on ahead and set up at a different view.
So right here, follow it on the track.
All right, so we're back. So right here, showing you where the track is at. Let's see the track right fast.
It's right here.
All right,
Or not the track, but like a little trail the cable.
Yeah, it's a cable trail that you want to, you want it to land in, kind of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just clip it back in place. Everything should just boom, boom, boom. And this guy should just go just as in. As easy as the other one did, just like that. And then we could clip this bad boy in. Push that in. Get this handy dandy clip. And then just...
Wait, that clip goes how again? Let me see it.
this. If you want, you can actually see, you see? There is a little
Yeah, top to focus.
plastic piece right there. You see that little notch right there above my finger? That's where you want the circle piece to end up. So that piece in the middle, like that, that's where you want that to slide into so that it locks your cable into place. So make sure it doesn't ever come out. And then,
now you guys know when you guys know that saying, when the student becomes the teacher? That's when your student pays that much attention that he's the one teaching you now.
and that's in there like that. See, it doesn't come out. It would have just came out with a little simple tug. So we're locked in like that. We can put our waterproof covering piece back in, and then to get this in, to not rip it, I would recommend fold it inwards like this, and then running it in like that. It's kind of sketchy, but after you do it, you can see how much you can stretch your piece. And did it go that way? And you feel more comfortable doing it.
And again, if you do happen to tear it, you know what I mean, it is a pretty thick piece of foam.
Oh yeah.
Of course, you can go on ahead and buy some special glue. If not, just use crazy glue. We don't know what works because we didn't tear ours. But you might want to try some different types of glue. Look for glue that's specially made for this stuff,
And
so you guys can reseal it.
yeah, and if you guys do decide to get the 997 one, it's the exact same one like I said, except you have a little extra plastic piece that runs to the top, and that's just so that it locks into the same spot that your waterproofing foam goes into.
All right, let me get to the other side.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back on this side.
And then next, what we're gonna have to do is this piece actually has its own little spot. It just goes in like that. See these notches right here? Got two notches right there. Just make sure you line it up in there. And then it'll always bow downwards. So it'll be like this. And just get it to where it locks into place. See how I can't move it? So we're good. Just bolt this back in. I would recommend trying to get the whole thing by hand just so you make sure you don't cross your threads or anything. Or as far as you can with hand. Like I could literally almost get the whole thing in. And the rest of the socket.
Again, the socket size for that center bolt is 3/4 inch. Okay, it's 3/4 inch on the socket size.
And then let's get this guy. Let's tighten it up. Just like that. And then don't forget, we gotta connect this guy back. So I already did it, but clean out your inside part and put a little bit of grease.
I'm sorry, show that again, I didn't get it.
Inside. Let's clean it out, put some more grease inside, some lube, so that's all good. Push it in there. Let me show you guys what it looks like. There should, if you guys have the OEM ones, it'll just have like a little spring in here. Not a spring, but like a half circle metal piece, and one piece is chopped off. You usually want that piece to be facing upwards so that everything else goes downwards and it's not like in the way of you trying to push it back in. And then also don't forget, you have this little piece on this, just don't lose that. I'm gonna open this guy up to the same size.
So it has a sleeve on there to help hold it snug. If you don't have that sleeve, it's gonna have too much play, and it's just gonna make a rattling noise and probably not work properly.
I'm gonna take that side off real quick.
All right, guys, so we're back. As you can see, there was a little bit of a cut in the video. The reason is the alignment. So we actually made a mistake. we aligned it to be set to zero point, right?
So that's
unfortunately, when we took it off, it was not aligned to 0 point. So something to pay extremely close attention to is, how are we aligning this?
so basically the reason it's not 0 like this is because I had originally fixed it already, and since I opened the top partially, it got it off of 0. So now all we have to do is just line this side up with that side over there, because that side is already correct. See how that side's off by a bit?
So this side, on this side right here, this is the new center point that the left side needs to be in, so it can match how the top was opened.
And that's because, see the way these notches go as well on this side? When we line this side up to that other side, these notches would become in a certain spot that will allow this to lock in. Okay. That's why we have to do it that way. If you're going to repair both sides, then you would align both of them to the 0.
Okay.
Or if you're going to only repair one side, then put it into service mode and make sure both sides are at 0. And then to fix it, we don't have to take off the whole thing. Just take off our clip, pull this piece out one time, and then just fix it with the drill. So we'll come right back once that's done.
Okay.
All
right, so to align this, you're going to need 2 people. One to hold the cable, the other one's going to lock it. All right. And what you're going to do is you're going to look at the opposite side of what you're working on, and your 0 point alignment is going to be off to match that side, which now makes it the new 0 point, because that's how it was taken off with the top open.
I do believe I have to loosen to go upwards. Let's see if I'm right. Did you go upwards? Here it is. Does that look right to you?
So you got to kind of eyeball it. So this is what we look like on the left side, the one that we're moving. And this is the way we look on the right side, the one that's already set. I think that looks good.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to go on ahead and try and put the top back on. And if it matches on both sides, it means it's aligned the way it's supposed to be. Okay, so everything is realigned. Now, one thing I am going to tell you guys is please consider using a measuring tape or a ruler, whatever you have available. So this way, when you go on ahead to align the side that you're servicing to the opposite side, you can measure that center point that you need to be on when the top is partially open. And as far as the service mode goes, service mode on these cars is not necessarily an electronic combination of buttons or nothing like that. It's just simply disconnecting the cables that go onto there. What holds the hard top from moving manually, and making sure that the inside of the convertible top, making sure that the inside of the convertible top is loose, to where you can manually move it and give you access to service the vehicle.
And if you guys did want to, instead of opting to disconnect it from here, you guys could choose to disconnect this red one, and you just get a screwdriver and just pop it off, and it will come off. The reason I didn't want to take mine off is because mine is still good. Usually those plastic pieces break. They do sell metal, what is that called? Metal replacements so that they don't break on you. Once mine do break, I'm probably going to opt in for those metal ones. But since they're still good, I just decided to leave them there. If you guys do decide to change them, put a piece of tape so you guys know where your marking's at, and also count how many times you twist to get it off, so that way you get your brand new ones on there perfectly the same way that you have it here. So now all we have to do is just...
Okay, but if for any reason it is misaligned where that
red one?
Yeah, where that red connector is at, like if that's misaligned, you can kind of technically just loosen that number 10 that holds it here, and it will pop back into its place within alignment.
Now, let's put everything back together.
Okay, now that both of them are aligned properly, this is what they look like. As you guys can see, the arch is facing downward. You kind of see the angle of that one, the way it's slanted a little bit up on the back side, just like that other one over here. And then, of course, you're gonna make sure that everything is aligned to where you have the top open.
That should be that. We then could get these tools out.
Now, don't forget, to know how this is broken is when you try to open it, you're just gonna hear a weird...
Oh, dude, it's not even weird. It is like the loudest grinding noise you hear, and the first thing you think is, oh shit, something's broken.
So there you go.
What that sound is when you hear it. And then we just bring this guy down. Last thing to do is just plug this in like that, and they should be that easy. If you do have your top on all the way, it may be really tight and really hard to get it on. So I would recommend getting someone to help you push this side down so you get that piece in.
Okay, but normally they do have tension.
Yeah.
Okay.
They usually have tension unless you have it partially open like this.
Okay, so now we're gonna go on ahead and what are you gonna do? You're gonna fully close it and then open it, or?
Yeah, might as well close it, right?
All right. So there you go, everything's closed, nice and flush in the back. We have all the parts for it, but there's a third brake light that goes there, and everything seems to be nice and flush and closed. Let me get over here. Yeah, let's pop it open. So first, you open the latches, of course, right here on the inside.
You push this up, and you're gonna pop these out of their spot, and then make sure this hook doesn't get caught when you open it, so that it doesn't like get stuck. The glasses you get replaced must be like just hold it.
Look at that, extremely smooth. Extremely smooth. We did have to grease up, you know, the tracks, the joints and whatnot, because it was kind of getting stuck a little bit. So we did grease them up, like we showed you guys a little, you know, a little earlier.
Yeah.
Next video coming up, you were talking about what, the light switch. If you're having problems with your light switch.
Yeah, your light switch, the headlight switch that goes into here. Usually when you start going, it'll either make your headlights go crazy, so maybe one will turn on, both of them will turn on, your brights will turn on randomly. Or for me, what was happening is like I would twist it and it wouldn't click into spot. So like it would just go here, and I would kind of have to like shove it over and get it over here, or like shove it over this way to get here and here to even turn on my lights.
Okay.
Yeah. And when I took it apart, or I took it off, and I shook it, and it sounded like I was shaking a Morocco. So that can't be good. So I got that one ordered. As soon as that one gets in, there'll be another video posted on that one too.
Okay, good stuff. So there's gonna be more repairs done to this car right here. If you guys will, don't forget to subscribe if you have this car. We'll do our best to go on ahead many videos on it as we can. Another video that we're gonna have coming up is you're doing what to it? The rear what? Axles or something?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be doing the back left and back. I think both back left, back right. CV axle and lower control arm.
Okay, so look for those videos too.
Axle, yeah.
This is on a 2000 Porsche Boxster 986. Left rear axle and lower control arm, and right rear axle and lower control arm. I don't know if we should make one video for each, or we should make one video with both. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to follow up on some more repairs to the 2000 Boxster 986. Well, thank you for the video. Really do appreciate you. Thanks for making it possible to make this video for people. And if you guys have any questions, hit us up in the comments.
Yep. And everything will be posted down in the link in the description, so you guys have the links for the parts if you guys wanted to.
Sweet. Peace out, everyone.